Round 1, starting with the magic ring. Pull your loop up and we will chain 3. We will work 19 double crochet into this circle. It's 1, 2, 3, 19 double crochet. There should be a total of 20. We will slip stitch to the top of our chain 3. You can tighten the ring and do not fasten off. So when we tighten the ring, we don't want to close it too tightly. It will be a little bit of an open circle there, just a small one. And then go ahead and fasten your end so it doesn't come unworked. Round 2, we will chain 3, work 2 more double crochet into that same stitch, chain 2 and 3 more double crochet all into that same stitch, and this makes our first corner. And after the corner, we're going to work a cable twist, which will be a set of 4 front post treble. We want to skip 2 stitches, and around the 3rd stitch from that first corner, we'll insert our hook from the front around the back of that post, back out to the front, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through 2 3 times to finish the first front post treble. We yarn over twice, work a front post treble around the next stitch, that's the 4th stitch past our corner, for 2 front post treble. Yarn over twice, and then working in front of these stitches, we're going to come back and around that first treble that we skipped, the stitch just past where we worked our corner stitches, we'll work another front post treble, yarn over twice, and then in that second skipped stitch we'll make another front post treble. So the last 2 front post treble we made twists or lay over top of the first 2 treble we made to form the cable twist. Then in the next stitch, so we've worked around this one, and then this next stitch we want to work the 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 more double crochet. So our second corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. And you'll repeat that around. I'll work 1 more set of that cable twist with you. So we're going to skip the next 2 stitches around that 3rd stitch past the corner. We'll work front post treble and another front post treble around the next stitch, the 4th stitch past the corner. And then we'll come back, and around that first skipped stitch we'll work another front post treble, crossing over in front of the 2 front post trebles we just worked. And then in that second skip stitch, or around that second skip stitch, we'll work another front post treble, creating that cable twist. And you'll work another corner again, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. You can work around, joining to our starting stitch, but do not fasten off. So row 2 will have 10 stitches per side, the double crochet of the corners plus the 4 front post treble of the twists. This first round of the cable twist is the trickiest one because we're working around the tight stitches of the middle circle. They do get easier as we go along, so don't give up. We want to slip stitch to the corner space. So in these next 2 double crochet, we will slip stitch and then slip stitch into the corner space. Round 3 then starts with a chain 3 plus 2 more double crochet in that corner space, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet in the corner. We'll skip this first stitch, which is hidden by a corner stitches, double crochet in the next stitch. Then we'll come back and double crochet in that skipped stitch to finish what is referred to as the twist 2. Skipping the next stitch, we're going to work a front post treble around each of the front post treble from last round. Being careful for the second one, it's kind of hidden back behind, so pull that out just a little bit with your hook to work the front post treble around it and around each of the last 2 front post treble. And then we'll skip the next stitch, and then over the last 2 double crochet of this side we will work the twist 2. So we've skipped the stitch just past the cable. We'll skip the next stitch as well, and in that last double crochet we'll make a double crochet, and then we'll come cross over in front, and into that skip stitch we'll make another double crochet, and then ready to work our corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So you can go ahead and repeat that around all the remaining 3 sides, and again joining to our starting stitch at the end of this round. Round 3 has 14 stitches each side plus the corner chain space. After we have joined to the top of our starting stitch, again we want to slip stitch across each of the last 2 stitches and into the corner space to get ready for the next round. Round 4 starts with a chain 5, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 2. We'll work another double crochet in that same space. Then we want to double crochet in each of the first 2 stitches. Oops. We'll work a front post treble around this next stitch. And then we want to work in between the 2 double crochet that crossed over, or the twist 2 from last round. So we'll yarn over once, insert our hook between those 2 double crochet to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, leaving 2 loops on the hook. We'll repeat that twice more, so 3 loops on the hook and 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and that's a 3 double crochet cluster worked in between the 2 stitches of the twist from last round. And then we're going to work a cable twist again, so we skip those first 2 front post treble, and around the next one we will work a front post treble and a front post treble around the next one. Then working back across in front to that first skipped front post treble, we will make, I'll try that once more. We'll make another front post treble around that first skipped treble. And then around that second one, and you can see how I sort of had to pull my stitches apart to find it for sure. And that will complete another cable twist. And then in between the two stitches of the twist 2 from last round, we'll make another 3 double crochet cluster. So 1, 2, and 3 partial double crochet, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops to finish the 3 double crochet cluster. Front post treble around the next stitch, and double crochet in each of the last 2 stitches, which should bring us to the corner space where we will work double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. Then you can repeat that on the remaining 3 sides, joining to our starting or the 3rd chain of that starting chain 5, and I'll meet you at that point. So when you've worked your round, you may find you want to stretch out your square just a little bit to help those cables lay a little bit flatter for you. There will be 14 stitches per side plus the corner space. And we want to slip stitch into this corner space to prepare for next round. Round 5, we will start with a chain 3, and a double crochet in that corner space, chain 2, and work 2 more double crochet in that same corner space. We'll work a double crochet in each of these first 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3 double crochet. We'll work a front post treble around this front post treble from last round. And a back post treble around the top of the 3 double crochet. So enter from the back, around the front of that cluster, pull the yarn through. There we go, being careful not to catch an extra loop. Yarn over, pull through 3 times for the back post treble. Work a front post treble around each of these trebles from the cable of last round. So the cable straight stitches, treble crochet around a front post treble crochet around each of the trebles from the previous round. We'll work another back post treble around the 3 double crochet cluster. And a front post treble around the front post treble from last round. Double crochet in each of these last 3 stitches. Which should bring us to that corner space where we'll work the 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And you can go ahead and work that on the remaining sides, joining to our starting stitch. And then slip stitching in the next stitch and into the corner space. 18 stitches per side plus the corner chain space. Round 6, we will chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 2. We'll make another double crochet in that corner space. We'll double crochet in this first stitch. And skipping the next stitch and working into the next, we will start that twist stitch. So double crochet in the first, come back to the skip stitch to place another double crochet. And we'll repeat that over the next 2 stitches. So skip 1, double crochet, working back into the skip stitch, place another double crochet. We'll work a front post treble around the front post treble from last round, and a back post treble around the back post treble from last round. Oops, try that once more. And then we're ready to work our cable twist. So skipping those first 2 stitches, front post treble around each of the next 2. And then working back, front post treble around each of those skipped stitches. There we go. Back post treble. And front post treble around the next. And then we're ready to work those 2 sets of twists. So skipping 1, working double crochet back in the skipped stitch, another twist, we'll double crochet in that last stitch, and then in the corner, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and ready to repeat that around all 3 sides, joining to our starting stitch, or the 3rd chain of our starting chain 5, and slip stitching into the corner space. 20 stitches per side with the corner chain 2 space as well. Round 7, we'll start with a chain 3, double crochet in the same space, chain 2, and 2 double crochet, all in that first corner space. We'll double crochet in the first 2 stitches. And then in between the 2 stitches of this twist, in that space in between, we insert our hook between the stitches and place 2 double crochet in there. And we'll repeat that on the next twist as well. 2 double crochet in between the stitches of the twist 2. Make a front post treble around the front post treble and a back post treble around the back post treble. Then we'll work a cable straight, that's the treble crochet, front post treble around each of the stitches of the cable twist of last round. Being careful to find that second stitch that is hidden behind those twisted or crossed stitches. So front post treble around each of the cable stitches. Ready to work the back post treble around the back post stitch from last round and the front post treble around the front post treble. And again, inserting our hook between those 2 stitches of the twist 2, we will work 2 double crochet in that space between the stitches once, and in the second twist 2 double crochet in between the 2 double crochet. Double crochet in the last 2 stitches, which should bring us to the corner space where we'll work 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 more double crochet in that space, and then ready to work around the other 3 sides. So you can repeat that around, again joining to the top of our starting chain 3 to end this round. You should have 24 stitches per side plus the chain 2 corner spaces. If you're continuing all in the same color, you will slip stitch into the next double crochet and into the chain 2 space to get ready for next round. I'm going to change my color, so I'm going to fasten off this round. Round 8, if you continue with the same color, you will chain 2 to start, which will count as a half double crochet, and make another half double crochet in that corner space, or you can join with a standing half as I did and make 2 half double crochet in that corner space. We'll chain 2 and place 2 more half double crochet in the same space. We are going to work a back post double crochet around each of the stitches down the side, except for where we have a back post double or a back post treble. So we're going to back post double crochet around all stitches until we get to this back post treble. Around the front post treble, and I've reached the back post treble, so there we're going to work a front post double crochet around that back post stitch. And then back post half double crochet again. No, sorry, back post double crochet again. then a front post double crochet around this back post treble from last round, and then back post double around the remaining stitches of the side. And one final back post double, and then ready to work our corner again of the 2 half double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochet. So on each end of the side we should have 9 back post double crochet, and then we'll have the front post double, the 4 back post double, and another front post double. 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochet in the corners. So you can go ahead and work that around, joining to our starting stitch to end this round. If you're continuing in the same color, we'll slip stitch in that next half double crochet and into the corner space as well. We'll chain 2, place a half double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochet in the same corner space. And we'll place a half double crochet in each of the stitches, including that first stitch, which can be hidden by our corner stitches. So half double crochet in each of the stitches down the side. And when you reach the corner, you'll work those 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochet in the corner, joining to our starting stitch and to end this round. 32 stitches per side plus the corner chain space. If you're continuing in the same color, slip stitch to the next half double crochet and then into the chain space to prepare for next round. Round 10, if you're continuing with the same color, you will start with the chain 3 in that corner space and place a double crochet. Then chain 2 and 2 more doubles. I started with the standing double crochet for the first of my 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the corner space. Then working down the side, we want to work 16 of those twist 2 stitches. So skipping the very first stitch, which is hidden a bit, we will double crochet in the second stitch of the side, and then working back, we will double crochet in that skipped stitch to make that twist stitch or crossed stitch. So again, skip the next, double crochet in the next, come back and double crochet in the skipped stitch. So we will work these twists down the side. When you get to the next corner, you will place 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the corners. So again, you will have 16 of these twists on each side, joining to our starting stitch to end the round. 36 stitches plus the corner chain 2 space. Again, if you're continuing with the same color, slip stitch in the next stitch and then into the corner stitch. Round 11, if you're continuing with the same color, you will chain 3 to count as your first double crochet and then make a second double crochet before chaining 2 and 2 more double crochet. I started with the standing double for my 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the corner. We will double crochet in each of the first 2 stitches. And then we want to place 3 double crochet in the center or in that space between the 2 double crochet of the twist. So in between the stitches, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, leaving 2 on the hook. Yarn over, insert again, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on the hook, and one more time. For 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 for our 3 double crochet cluster worked into the space between the 2 stitches of the twist. Chain 1, and we'll work that 14 more times down the side. Remembering to chain 1 after each of the clusters. So I'll meet you at the end of this row after we have worked 15 clusters. So once you've made your 15 3 double crochet cluster and chained 1 after it, we will work 1 more 3 double crochet cluster in between the stitches of this last twist of the side. And do not chain 1. We'll double crochet in each of the last 2 stitches of the side, and then work our corner of the 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in that corner space. So you can go ahead and work that around the remaining 3 sides, joining to our starting stitch to end the round. You should have 16 clusters per side, 15 chain 1 spaces, 8 double crochet, and then the corner chain 2 spaces. If you're continuing with the same color, slip stitch over into the corner space. Round 12, if you're continuing with the same color, you'll chain 1 and single crochet into the corner space, or if you're changing color, we'll start with a standing single crochet. We want to have 2 single crochet in that corner space, chain 2, and 2 more single crochet. We're going to be working single crochet across the side. We'll be working in between all of the stitches. So these first 4 double crochet, we're going to single crochet in between each of those. And then between the double crochet and the cluster, we'll place a single crochet. And then in the chain 1 spaces between the clusters, we will place 2 single crochet in each of those. So skipping over the cluster, and in the chain 1 space, we'll make 2 single crochet. So you can work that down the side, and I'll meet you just at our last cluster. You've worked in those chain 1 spaces down the side. We will skip this last cluster and place a single crochet between that cluster and the double crochet, and in between the double crochet and these last 2 double crochet. So it'll be 4 single crochet at either end with the 2 single crochet in each of the chain 1 spaces, and then working into the corner again, we'll work those 2 single crochet, chain 2, 2 single crochet. So you can finish that around the side and joining to our starting stitch, and that will complete this week's square. When you finish the round, you can fasten off and weave in all your ends. You should have 42 stitches per side on this last round, plus those chain 2 corner spaces.